people that don't necessarily care about boxing care about this. So in those instances, I'm happy about it. I want more people to enjoy the sport, even if half of them don't know what to talk about. I want y'all to enjoy the sport. Come out and watch the box. This will be exciting. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's cool. And once again, let me start this back off again because, of course, I forgot to put the live sign on, so we're all live now. Bro, let me start on it. You know what I mean? We have Lord here. We have Andre the Boxer here. We're going to talk about Gervonte Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia finally getting together on the 22nd of April, settling their beef. It was mostly internet beef. That's the way guys are fighting these days. My wingman Bias is not here today, but we're going to try to get the job done nonetheless. So, as you might have heard some of Lord's spiel, he might want to say a little bit more again, but you know what? Yeah, get to it. Let's get to it. Let's give them what they deserve.
This is a boxing event, and even though the hardcore fans, we may have wanted something a little less glitzy and glamorous, this is a big event. Eyes on the stage. People are going to watch this. People that don't even necessarily watch will watch this. So I'm excited for that, man. I do want more people to know about Tank. And you know what? I'm going to give Brian Garcia at least this. You're doing it. You're doing what I wanted Bud to do and what I wanted Canelo to do, and they haven't done what I wanted them to do, and you're doing it. So, hey, I'm excited. This is going to be fun. As long as it lasts. As long as it lasts.
It's both guys, though. I think the promoter deserves the most respect right now because the promoters are putting it out there on Front Street, and these guys are kind of following the lead, but the promoters really make these things an event, and I'm going to get to that a little bit when I talk about the separate careers of both fighters. Man, neither one has really fought a lot of competition or great competition, but their promotions had really selected the fighters that they fought, the opponents they had fought, the way they had fought them at the time they fought them, just to have the names and brought along the crowd at the same time. Andre, now that you're the resident boxer, still active right now, a fight coming up in probably the next month or two. What are your opinions on this fight?
I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm glad that we got two young fighters in their prime. Yes. Want to go head to head, which is rare in boxing because in boxing, everybody want to pat that record, want to have that Mayweather aura. You got to stay undefeated. You can't fight the prime fighter at the right time. No, do it now. That's why UFC it does so well because you get fighters fighting each other in their prime. You don't wait 5, 10 years later. You do it right there and there. So I think it's going to be a great fight. I think that both guys got something to prove, and may the best man win.
Yeah. And I think Lord touched in on already when he was talking before I hit the live button. But this is one of the first questions we have here, or one of the first statements. The biggest fight of the year so far. Is that the case?
For as far as numbers and eyes, it has to be. As far as numbers and eyes. There are better, or I think there are more important fights that I'd like to see, but I don't know how many people are common folk know who a Shakur or a Devin Haney is. You know what I'm saying? If you don't follow it hard, you don't necessarily know that there are maybe more, for me, more scintillating, more interesting, difficult fights to predict. This one, I think I already know how it's going down, but hey, man, it's going to be exciting. In a way, tank events are starting to get. And maybe correct me if I'm wrong. For modern times, it's starting to take on a Mike Tyson kind of thing where it's exciting. People, your mom might want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Your sister, your all people that don't want to watch still might want to watch this. So in that way, I love throwing a good fight party, brother. I'm telling you, like I said, I'm gonna strike up this grill. We're gonna get the wings and the fried fish. It's gonna be a thing, man. So I'm excited, man.
And so that leads to the next obvious statement or question. This is the biggest fight of both guys' career because, like I mentioned already, they've got guys on their resume. I think Tank more so than Ryan, but I think their management and their promotions has done an excellent job of putting them on Front Street without necessarily putting them on Front Street because they get these fights with names. You look at Tank's fights and the guys he's fought. You know what I mean? I think out of all those names that he has on his resume, I think Isaac Cruz is the only real fighter that he's fought. A prime fighter.
I mean, yeah. No. Barrow's a good fighter. He's in his prime.
Yeah, but wasn't he moving up?
Yeah, Tank moved to 140 to fight him.
And he selected him for a reason. We know, look, he was backed by Mayweather, so we know how Mayweather is with selecting fighters. He did it for himself, but he did fight great fighters, but he's doing it for his protege, and I think we get a lot of the same. and there wasn't a pool of guys, because if it was really him going after the biggest fighters, this wouldn't be the biggest fight we have right now.
Yeah.
The question is, have Ryan Garcia fought a fighter in their prime?
Right. His resume is even thinner for real.
I mean, you look at resume. I mean, Luke Campbell, 30 plus. Luke Campbell was a young buck. He's in his 30s.
Well, Luke Campbell knocked him down, and he showed some. Ryan grit. Ryan got up, showed some grit, got rid of him. But Ryan's resume is pretty thin with names. I mean, at least Tank had the names, and his promotional management, they knew how to get these guys in there, promote them up to better than what. Because Rolly should have never gotten a shot at Tank. Never.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Tank record. At least Tank fought some prime fighters: Rolly, Cruz, Barrows. These guys in their prime. They're not like
Leo Santa
Cruz. Yeah, no.
I'm just saying, but Leo Santa Cruz is a named fighter that everyone knows in the boxing community. But he's obviously was on the back nine.
Not Leo.
I mean, Pedraza. That's an all right win. That's not he's not he was a slouch at the time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess for the status they have right now, I mean, their resumes probably don't mesh to where this is the event it is. I think this is more of a social media thing. I think this is more of a promotional thing, management thing, personality thing. Because Ryan Garcia is that Oscar De La Hoya kind of personality guy. Tank is that seek and destroy guy that boxing fans just love, and now they're getting together. I think that is what makes it the event it is. It's not necessarily their resumes.
I mean, I think. Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, the unfortunate thing is a lot of times, especially if y'all talk online with a lot of these boxing fans, I don't like that there's a racial component or ethnic component, but whenever you do something like this, where you've got a large Latino Hispanic community and the Black community, that adds to the talk online and the buzz, and I think it translates to a more exciting event. It's more exciting for the wrong reasons, but it's human beings. That's always going to feed into it. It was the same thing with Floyd and Oscar. Whenever you have that, you got two. I mean, it happens with Puerto Rico and Mexico too. There's a rivalry there. Whenever you have these strong, supported, separate groups coming together, it's gonna make for a big event. It's just you can't help it.
Because I didn't even know they were really Filipino fans until Pacquiao came along. When Manny Pacquiao came along, all of a sudden we have visceral Filipino fans. They were saying a whole lot of things I didn't know Filipinos would say to other people.
I had no idea because I got
close. It got to the Mayweather fight. It got rancid, man. I mean, really, between both. God, come on.
I got called everything but the son of God online during that time.
Tell me about it. And I wasn't even taking one or the other. I mean, I figured Mayweather would win. Styles make fights, and I just always thought him defensively alone, but then being the counterpuncher he is, and then seeing Pacquiao have so many problems with Marquez, who was a counterpuncher. I mean, I thought I saw it from the very beginning. But, without that even being said, they just see a black avatar, a black face. They went at you, man.
Look, it's funny because online in this lead up, there are guys online who were never Ryan Garcia fans ever. I've seen these people talking. Y'all don't even consider. Does Ryan even speak Spanish? Like I don't even think.
I never heard him.
Personally, I don't even think he does.
He does. He does.
Well, it's not a shot, but I'm just saying that they wasn't really going for him like that until all of a sudden you have it's a PBC, Al Heyman, Floyd Mayweather associated Negro from Baltimore, and all of a sudden, for some people, that ticks a lot of boxes. That's already boop, boop, boop. I don't want him to win. So that makes it exciting because there's going to be a lot of sad feelings come Sunday. I'm telling you right now.
I tell you what, though, I mean, when Tank goes to his fights and you see how Tank packs him in, we saw the demographic. We see how it is, bro. Yeah. It's like all black folks up in there, man. You know what I'm saying?
It reminds me of Mike Tyson, but on a modern. And Mike was huge.
Mike brought everybody.
And he didn't have the internet. So if Mike Tyson had the internet and social media back then, Mike would have been an astronomical star, like a ridiculously. We still talk about Mike now.
Yeah.
But Tank kind of reminds me on a little bit of a smaller level at this point. But this could be the kind of fight that puts his name in way more people's mouths, especially if he wins in spectacular fashion, which I expect him to do. I think he's going to. That chin is still in the air. The punches still come at the same rhythm and speed. It's going to be a thread the needle. It's going to look like Rolly, but a little bit later. But it's going to look like Rolly.
I give credit to Garcia for having the skills that he has. I mean, he's a kind of sort of a poor man's Oscar De La Hoya. He has fast hands. He does have that left hook. And he even acknowledges pretty much that's what he has, and that's what he's looking to land. You know what? If you have a left hook that devastating, it doesn't matter what your opponent wants to do, how long he stays away from it, because he ultimately gets caught. You know, and Randall Bailey was one of those guys that it didn't matter how long you stayed away from him, but when he touched you, he touched you.
That right hand was mean. That right hand was mean. Randall was smacking guys upside the head, but until he reached that top crest of dudes, Randall was looking like a killer, man. Because he was gonna be right in front of you. Yo, that back foot like Tito kind of, but Tito wanted the left hook. Randall had that back foot back there just waiting to launch that. It was fun to watch, man. Randall was fun to watch.
And this next statement you see, is social media is a new hype machine. Are people no longer just going to fight or say they want to fight someone after a fight? I'm calling this guy out, or go to a press conference. I'm calling this guy out, or period. Or the social media is running everything, and then nothing happens.
So you know what? And we're all of a certain age, right?
Yeah.
It used to be that I couldn't say me and Andre went to school together. Now me and him had a problem all year, and here come the last day of school. If I done popped off at this man, I can't meet him. I have to meet him by the bleachers after school. You know what I'm saying? You have to. There's no way. These dudes get to talk, and you're in California, and he's in New York, and you just get to say whatever and never have to actually deal, because it's not real life. They don't have to really. The pull-up don't happen, and it's just a weird flex. Like, we didn't grow up with that. I didn't grow up with that. If I talked about somebody, I had to
pay the piper, man.
Yeah. I think guys are keyboard warriors. The keyboard warriors.
But they're just as bad as the fans.
Yeah. I don't have to see you. I say whatever I want to say, and that's it. I'm not gonna fight you. I make it sound good, but in reality, I'm not gonna travel from here way over to fight you. I'm not. I'll talk trash to you because you know what? Why not?
Right.
Like I said, for me, it's a waste. You just talking to talk. Walk it.
And it's like the fans. Like the realest dudes, as far as who I perceive anyways, the realest dudes in the boxing game, they don't talk a lot. They don't got a lot of Twitter fingers. Errol don't talk a whole lot. He's not online talking crazy all the time. I mean, it's dudes that the ones that's really about it don't really talk like that. And even in real life, the guys that I knew, my friend Bobby Jordan actually sparred De La Hoya in the amateurs. Bobby could knock your whole head off, but he was the chillest dude in the world. You know what I mean?
He's chill to prove.
Yeah, the real ones don't really do a lot of that.
They don't have to.
Yeah.
So, I applaud these two guys who want to fight each other. I know they talk trash on social media, but
they got it.
Now they're going. Now they sign a contract. Now they'll make it happen. I'm like, kudos.
Can I give a little bit of props to Caleb Plant and Benavidez too?
Oh yeah.
You
know what? That's one of the bigger fights that happened, and I love the way that fight went down.
Look, folks can say whatever. Some folks don't like Caleb or Benavidez for talking the way they talk, but they put it up. Yeah. You know what I mean? They weren't scared to do it. Either one of them guys could have gone any other direction.
No.
They wanted the smoke, and they did it, man. I was proud of that after. That was a good fight, man.
Caleb Plant grew on me because I didn't like that guy at one point. But after a few fights ago, man, I was like, yo, bro, man, you know what? This guy's getting the raw end of the stick from a different perspective. They had nothing to do with boxing. Right. I want to get on this bandwagon real quick. And the way he fights, he's an honest fighter, man. He goes out there and does what he has to do.
Dog, I like him. I called the fight went exactly how I thought it was. But I know the first time I saw Caleb Plant, I'm saying, all right, this man understands the game. He understands boxing. And that's all when I look at boxing, I don't care what nationality you're from. I don't care what coast you're from or what country you're from. I like good fighters. I like smart fighters who they've worked on their arsenal. They're not one-dimensional guys. I love that shit. And I think Caleb Plant, he hits a lot of those bases. I like him, man. And look, he's not scared to do it. He's not scared.
He's not. Nope. And he didn't get knocked out. I mean, there was times I thought he was going to go. But he hung in there and he fought back. He didn't try to survive. This dude fought back. And Benavidez, give him credit too. My man was like, you know what? I like this guy now. I didn't like him before this. I like him now. You get the utmost respect for a guy that you had nothing but bad things to say for a long time. But when you share 12 rounds the way they went about that 12 rounds, I mean, nothing but respect comes from that. If it's not, I guess you look like a straight up punk. But both guys did boxing good that night. And Andre, while you're wandering around the place, we want to get your opinion. We want to get your opinion on stylistically. What are you expecting from this fight and the comparing and contrast between the two guys? I mean, Tank's the Seeking Destroyer. And Garcia, he can be a seek and destroy guy. He has the power to do that as well. How do you see these two styles kind of coming together? And is it combustion or is it just a what?
I see this. I see the fight going as um um. I see Tank letting. I see Tank figure out Ryan Garcia's style first. Figure out his speed.
How long?
Once he figure his speed out, I'll say good 3 rounds.
Wow.
I think he'll start turning up in the 4th round, and then he'll start landing hard shots. Because Ryan Garcia gonna try to walk him down. Ryan gonna say, you know what? If I can walk him down, then I can put him where I want him to commit. Then I'm gonna launch a left foot to catch him coming in. Because Tank sometimes launches in sometimes. Depending on who he's fighting, he might launch in, and then Ryan Garcia will try to walk him down. He's a bigger fighter, and that's why it has a rehydrate clause, no more than 10 pounds, because they know if Ryan Garcia gets bigger, he might be able to absorb Tank's punches better.
Yeah, but
I
Tank,
have
yeah.
I have Ryan Garcia actually getting knocked out or losing by decision. Probably late stoppage.
Yeah, man. I think it's going to be a decision, man.
Yeah, it could be.
Ryan's going to be very cognizant of those bombs, man. And even if you watch the All Access, you heard Tank, yo, bro, I don't want to get caught in any of that. He's letting it know up front, yo, this dude's dangerous. I'm not playing around.
And the question is, can Tank take a punch?
Yeah.
Because we have yet to see Tank really get hit hard. I mean, and then on top of that, can Ryan Garcia take a punch? He got dropped by Newcomer, but can he really take a punch?
Tank ain't gonna make a punch though. I mean, you get hit by Tank clean, man. It's
yeah.
I think the first round is going to tell me a lot. The first round is going to tell me a whole lot. Like the way Ryan's still, again, that chin is still in the air, but I know he's going to try to work that jab. And just when I was watching his 5-minute open media workout, and then he went to eat tacos for some weird ass reason. The way he throw the jab, I think he's going to get discouraged early when that jab is not doing what he think it's supposed to do. You can't just pop with speed on Tank. He's a smarter guy than that. And when you're shorter, I like being shorter sometimes because you got to punch low at me. You got to get to a place. You know what I mean? If you know how to use your getting low and getting down under, it's a problem. Taller guys got to reach down for you, and that long ass neck, that long ass torso, and you keep that chin in the air. I think he's gonna get cracked. He's gonna get cracked. Tank said earlier, a couple of weeks ago, the old Floyd take him to deep water and drown. I think Tank is gonna be smart. I think he's gonna take his time, and just like Dre was saying, he's gonna figure that rhythm and that timing out. And once that shit happens, it's the beginning of the end. It's the beginning of the end, man. I just don't think Ryan got kind of some fake confidence, like you want to do some alchemist, visualize, make it happen type shit. And I don't think
you want to manifest.
Right. That's not gonna work, man. That's not these dudes from Baltimore. It's just a different level of mean. And I don't think Ryan is that kind of a guy. He's a nice dude. He's probably a nice kid.
But you know what though? Just like Oscar De La Hoya was a nice guy, never been in a street fight in his life. His whole family's been nice. No one's ever fought. They're just not that kind of guy. I remember Leonard Ellerby saying the same thing. Yo, bro, they're not cut like that. They're not trying to have confrontation. And we see what kind of career that Oscar's had. And not that Ryan's Oscar, but bro, you can have that little sweet thing going on, man. But when it's time to be a dog, we're gonna find out if you have that dog in you. And by the way, when you're 5'10" and fighting a guy, 5'4", 5'5", bro, you're looking down anyway. Your chin's gonna be down automatically.
The face-to-face though, Ryan didn't look that tall, man. The face-to-face Ryan didn't look that tall. And sometimes they really slicing on those statistics. Like I know they always used to list Mike Tyson close to 6 feet. Mike is like my height. I'm 5'9" on a good day.
Bro, I saw Mike a couple of times. Mike's about 5'10" at most, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Mike is probably 11. Yeah, he's probably 11.
Allegedly, he got a picture with Kenny.
That's what they say. But when you saw Tank and him standing face to face, Ryan didn't look that. And do you know Ryan got short arms? I forget. I was listening to maybe Fanon. I forget who I was listening to, but they were running down the list, and the differential in the reach is not that much. So
You know what? Hey, for all intents and purposes, black fighters got pretty long reach, man.
Hey,
a lot of these dudes, bro, they got these long arms. They can catch. Yeah. Look at Dwight Muhammad Ali, Dwight Braxton. Yeah. He could jab you from the middle of the ring. This dude had the reach of a heavyweight. He was 5'7".
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he could do that. He just got long arms. Now
Terrence
with this fight,
got a good reach, and so did Floyd. But you know, with Ryan, real quick, because when we was talking about Oscar, I just want to slip this in there before we get too far away.
Yeah.
I want to give Oscar his props because Oscar had balls that Canelo and Ryan don't have. Canelo don't have them balls, and Ryan don't have them balls. Oscar,
Canelo has balls, bro. This dude started up against Triple G that second fight.
He doesn't have Oscar's ball. Look what he did with his belt, and look how long it took him to fight Triple G. That Oscar didn't go down like that. Oscar in the ring,
Oscar fought everybody. His resume.
That dude was not scared of nothing. He literally fought He fought Bernard Hopkins. Like, who asked him to do that? Who asked for that?
Yeah, he was just that dog, man.
Yeah, I don't think Ryan don't got that in him, and I don't think Canelo does either, to be perfect.
Is it fair right now to say that we'll know if Ryan has it after this fight and see what he puts up? If he goes through the fire, he comes through the fire, and it's even a little controversy, we can say, you know what? Shoot, this dude has some balls after all, because we don't know until we know.
Honestly, brother, I'm picking. This is either going to be a one-hitter quitter like Rolly, or that'll be the beginning of the end. He'll go down. We'll get the standing 8. There's going to be a volley, and either that ref or that corner is going to stop. This is not going to the 12th round. I just don't think it is. And I'm not trying to disrespect Ryan. I think this will be, if he's got character, this would be a great building experience for him. But it really depends on what he really wants to do. A guy like him may not want to. Remember, Victor Ortiz wanted to go be in Expendables. He didn't really. Some guys don't want to get beat up. You get a good taste of that.
That's true.
Yeah. It changed Macho Camacho's career after that.
Oh, yeah, the Edwin Rosario fight.
Yeah,
it changed his whole life.
Different dude after that. So we'll see. We are going to find out about Tank, and we are going to find out about Ryan. But I have a feeling Ryan's going to get discouraged. I think Tank is smarter than they think he is. I think he's smart. Now, what's my man? Oh my God. Why is his name escaping me? Ryan's new trainer. I should be beat for not thinking of his name right now. One of the two brothers. Ryan's trainer right now. Oh my God.
Goosen, right?
Joe Goosen.
Goosen. Oh, yeah. Yo, bro, Goosen matters in your corner. It matters to have Joe Goosen in your corner. He saw that with Diego Corrales.
For sure.
It matters.
That helps Ryan. They're going to go in with a nice game plan. But I think Tank is smarter than Ryan thinks, and I think he's going to set him up.
So that brings us to our next statement, because time is running low. Of course, got about 8 minutes left.
Gotcha.
Once this, regardless of who wins, there's a lot of smoke to go around. We see so many guys in the 135, 140, bro. So much smoke to be had. Yeah.
I think the winner gets a title shot against David Haney or Lomachenko.
Yeah.
I think this fight here is a no more contenders fight. The winner gets a title shot. Which if Ryan still wins, I think he's going to 140. That's it. I don't think he's going to 135. He's going to 140 because his body can. He gets older. Yeah, but you see what happened. They want to fight at 140 because he's comfortable. He's better at 140 than 135.
I gotta throw this out there.
He likes to eat.
Canelo said he's lazy. Canelo said the man don't want to train. And I mean,
yeah.
He's only 23. He's only 23. He could make. Listen, if he goes up to 140, there are some problems up there, and not a lot of money with some problems.
Exactly, not worth the money, man. Seriously,
you better stay 135. You better suck them ice cubes on Thursday and Friday.
I agree. I agree because you got David Haney, you got Shakur Stevenson. We'll have a great fight. Yeah. You got Tang. You still got Rolly. Rolly there. You got
Rolly got a title shot coming up right now for the super lightweight title against Alberto Puello.
I don't know, but he
still got a title shot coming up.
You got Cruz. Cruz still a contender.
He's serious now. No one wants to fight him.
Yeah.
I think Ryan Garcia beat Cruz because he's just taller and he just outboxed him, but. He got some work. He said Lomachenko. They said Lomachenko beats David Haney. Now you got Lomachenko in the mix again.
This guy's on the come up. It might be too early to be sure. But Frank Martin's not a young guy, and he wants to smoke. I mean, it's Frank Martin too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Frank Martin is small. I mean, Frank Martin, he's small.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a small guy. I'm like, bro,
Oh, yeah, you
you're
told
like
me
half
that.
of me. Yeah, he's a small guy.
Look, this even the
I
dude.
mean,
What's the dude that tanked just Garcia? Was it Hector Garcia, the guy that tanked just for?
Hector Garcia, yeah, the one that went blind.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's the one. He's a 130. We fought Tank at 135.
yeah. And then
So
what's the other dude? Jermaine Ortiz that fought. He looked good against
I'm about to
Lomachenko.
say Jermaine
you got
Ortiz, bro.
you got
That
Jermaine
guy needs
Ortiz.
some smoke.
Yeah, it's a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
It's a lot of smoke down there. It's a ton. The 135 looked like 47 used to like 4 or 5 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
47 is normally always hot, but right now the other classes are. And it's a big pay-per-view event. And because it's a big pay-per-view event, it's going to come with a hefty price. And the reason why I think it's going to be a more hefty price now, Boots Ennis is on the undercard now.
Oh, Lord.
So you got to pay him. So you know it's not going to be an $80 pay-per-view. It might be up there to the $100 mark.
I think it's supposed to be like 100. And I'm going to pay. They got me. They already got my money.
Yeah, $100 for that. I mean, because I think Boots, because he needs his money. You know what I mean? He has that name and whatnot. He's trying to shake off what happened in this last fight when he looked pretty confused and ordinary. You know, he needs to come out here and try to get something done. And who's the guy he's fighting? God, the guy he might be fighting. Wow, I can't remember his name. Shoot, I know he beat Rashidi Ellis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he beat Rashidi Ellis, man, and Rashidi Ellis was undefeated. So it's a Latino guy. But anyways, you know, it's going to be a better fight than the last guy he fought if this guy adopts a little bit of what the last guy that fought Boots did, moved around and quirky, herky-jerky kind of stuff. The guy had the skill to do it.
And you know, a lot of people try to criticize Boots for that. Look, some guys are gonna survive. That's what they want to do is just make it to the 12. Boots is coming. This is my prediction, and I'm telling you right now, Errol is my favorite active fighter. But Boots is coming for everybody's lunch money at one point.
He is, man.
Everybody's lunch money. Like Errol's will move up to 54 before that fight happens. So if they end up fighting, it'll have to be a 54 or even 60. Which he might even be more of a problem. Boots is a problem.
Yeah, Boots is a problem. Seriously, he's fighting Roman Villa. He's the one who beat the Roman Villa beat Rashidi Ellis, and they said it was going to be Keith Thurman or Villa. So I think Villa's going to get it. It seems like that's going to be Keith Thurman's going to really get smoked if he got.
I think Keith wants. He's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, so he wants the title shot. I think he wants a big fight.
Money, man.
Because if you keep Thurman, he fight Boots and Boots beat you, guess what? You're like now you're on the shelf. Like who's Keith?
You still win the money. You still get some money though, not championship money.
Yeah.
The only two guys that fight is Errol Spence and Butt. That's the only ones you get big money for.
Look, the problem is Boots, because I think Thurman might lose damn near whoever it is at that top space, but Boots will make him look bad. He will damage his brand. It won't just be losing. His marketability. It would be embarrassing. And I'm not disrespecting Keith at all. It's how good I think Boots is.
Boots is that good.
It'll be embarrassing. It'll be embarrassing.
And I'm talking about everybody know key weakness is his body. And we talking about you got Boots who Boots goes to the body. Tank goes Carver goes to the body. Earl definitely goes to the body. So
Luis Collazo went to the body and got a result.
Yeah, so all three guys go to the body very well.
Yeah, I think
Keith may go 154.
Keith want that one big joint because he can't do. Jamel would beat the brakes. Jamel would beat the brakes out of Keith Thurman. I'm sorry. There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
He better stay away.
He's too big. Yeah. He's too big. You know a good fight? Keith Thurman versus Tim Tszyu.
I'll take it. I think
154. Give or take.
I'll take it.
I mean, remember, Keith only got one loss. That's a man Pacquiao.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Hey, took too much time off though, man. Too much time off.
I mean,
fights either that he wins. I mean, the last 30 seconds left. The time flew on by.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on what's about to go down. The last 30 seconds. Andre.
Tank knockout, 9th or 10th round.
9th or 10th round.
I'm almost. I hate to just piggyback on my brother, but I honestly think it's going to take that. Tank's going to take a little bit more time, and once he gets the rhythm, it's just a matter of time. It's either going to be TKO or somebody's going to stop that fight. He's not making it to the 12. either the corner or the ref. Someone will have seen enough. They're not gonna let that man take the kind of punishment that Morrison took against Mercer. They're not gonna just let him.
No, that was murder, man.
Look, his pops already said his pops has already talked about throwing in the tap. I was about to say Angel Garcia, but Ryan's father already said they're already talking about they're not gonna let this man take a whooping like that. So he's not gonna make it to the 12.
I think Ryan might get a knockdown, but I think he gets eventually loses the decision because I think Tank's just gonna beat him down. You might be right. Someone's gonna see enough, and that's gonna be it. That's all it's gonna take.
Yeah. Because a question is, can Ryan Garcia fight going backwards?
And we don't know yet.
I don't think so. His feet is in cement, man. He got some heavy feet. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. There's no quick pivots out for him, yo. He's not gonna get out the way of what Tank's doing. And Tank does got some nice, quick, short feet, footwork. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. So all we gotta do now, all we can do now is wait for that fight. So I want to thank you two for coming in and having this discussion about Tank and the King getting together on the 22nd of this month, which is just a little bit over a week away. It's going to be a great fight, I think, because the styles allow for that to happen. And I think the emotion of it is also going to be the same. Tank a little bit more so than Ryan Garcia because Tank has been in bigger fights before. Not as big as this, I don't believe, but he knows how to kind of channel his energy. So for Lord, of course, he joins us all the time. Bias is not here, but he'll be back next time we throw it together. And Andre the Boxer. A fight next month or sometime around, he'll be joining us again too when he can. And for myself, Yo Child Sports Bag signing off. Thanks for joining us and enjoy. Leave comments and share all of this. In addition, if you read the scroll down there, our counter, our boxing counter and Facebook page. God, I can't even get this off my head. But anyway, Slip and Counter boxing Facebook page. Join that. It's legitimate. The deal with that is we don't want trolls. We don't want people calling fighters bums and all that kind of crap in there, man. That's just lame. We already know these guys risk their lives, whether it's the good fighters or the bad fighters, anything in between. But give some respect. Join the Slip and Counter boxing page on Facebook. So I'll be catching you later on Yo Tribe Sports Bag. Until next time.